Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. I'm getting a late start today. I honestly thought that I can't close my glasses. I always close my glasses. Like, nobody's gonna care about this unless you do the same thing. But I always close my glasses this way. And if I try to close them this way, it like drives me crazy. So anyway, I thought I was gonna get my vlog started a lot earlier today. My plan was, so last night I was talking to Alex and I totally forgot that he had this birthday dinner tonight. So Alex had this birthday dinner tonight, so I knew he wasn't gonna be home till like probably 10 or 11. And I was like, oh, that's great, because then I can film videos later and I can take my walk and all this kind of stuff. But then last night, I stayed up way too late watching TV. I started a new TV show last night. I stayed up way too late watching this show last night. I had a great night last night. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to sleep in. I have therapy today. And so honest to God, my plan last night, because of my moment of clarity that I had in my walk in reaction to what I talked about on my vlog yesterday. I had this moment of clarity on my walk last night. And so I was like, you know what? I think tomorrow I'm just going to do, I'm just going to get up and I'm going to have therapy and do some, a few little chores around the house. And then I'm going to have therapy. And then right after therapy, I'm going to vlog. And then when I'm done vlogging, I'm getting it uploaded. I'm going to start taking my walk and then come back and then go to the pool, take a shower, put on my comfy pajamas, and just have a day of relaxation. That was kind of my plan for today. That is not what happened today. I feel like I try to plan my days out, and then my day never ends up going like it did. So if you watched my video from yesterday, well, let's do a time and temperature check really quick, okay? And I actually was thinking, so it's 7:01 right now, and I'm just getting started on this vlog. And I really wanted to start this hours ago, but I ended up filming 4 other videos today. So I really, really, really want to take a walk tonight. So honest to God, I don't know how long I'm going to vlog. I'm going to aim for an hour. And we'll see. Watch, I'll end up doing like an hour and 20 minutes or something. But I guess it doesn't really matter what time I start. But the problem is that once I get done vlogging, I then render the vlog. That takes anywhere from like 20 to 30 minutes. And then, so I just wait and I like change my clothes to go on my walk. And then once it's rendered, I start uploading it so that it's uploading while I'm like on my walk. I upload it on the computer while I'm gone. Then usually when I come back from my walk, I think last night it wasn't ready yet. I don't know. But anyway, because I think it was longer last night, my vlog. Maybe it was, I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was the night before. But then when I'm walking, it's like uploading, and then when I come back, I can just post it and stuff. So I really, really want to walk tonight. It's hot, but it's not like, it doesn't feel super humid. So I think that I can like walk. Last night, I had a great walk. I started getting scared listening to this book, in all honesty. So I was like, let's just start heading back to the neighborhood. And when I got back in my neighborhood, I was like, just go home. And so I walked last night for an hour and a half. Exactly an hour. I think it was like an hour and 31 minutes that I walked last night. But I wrote down an hour and 30 minutes because I stopped like a couple times and took like videos of some animal. I think actually it was like I don't know, maybe an hour and 33 minutes, but I put it in my book. I wrote down an hour and 30 minutes because I stopped a couple times and took some pictures, and I did a lot of video footage last night of my walk, and when I came home, I uploaded it all on my Instagram because I got caught in a storm last night. It was raining. The storm didn't last for long, but it was actually really refreshing. We'll get to that in a second. But anyway, I put it all up on Instagram. I think I got more DMs today just on my walk footage than I have in probably the last 2 months. I woke up today, I was like, oh my God, there's so many DMs. And everybody was like, love this, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. So, and then today I also took footage of Steve the Squirrel. So on my Peter Dustuff channel, if you want to see all that, you don't have Instagram or you didn't see any of that, I put that over there. I also added some other clips from my walk last night that I didn't put on my Instagram. And then kind of like a walking vlog that people have asked for. The reason, like, people ask a lot, they're like, you should do a walking vlog. So to hold the camera up like this the whole time that I walk pretty fast, is not super comfortable. Also, the walk for me is like a time, I listened to a lot of music last night. Honestly, not towards the end did I listen to my audiobook. It's kind of my time to just relax and just be in the moment. And I think a lot about things, and it's kind of my time to kind of work stuff out. So I don't always want to be, I film like 4 to 5, 6 hours a day. I don't want to always be on camera. So when I walk, I'm not opposed to doing a walking vlog every once in a while, but when I walk, it's kind of like my private time a little bit. If you walk or exercise, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like my private time a little bit, so it's why I don't do a lot of pool vlogs too, because when I go to the pool, I really just enjoy being in the pool. So anyway, by the way, it's supposed to, everybody keeps on saying this, my therapist said this, Alex said this, my neighbors have said it, everybody keeps on saying it's supposed to rain the next 10 days. It's literally supposed to rain in Indiana like the next 10 days, so not a lot of pool days, probably lots of videos. So anyway, I had this moment of clarity on my walk last night, because if you watched my vlog yesterday, I was really struggling yesterday. I've been struggling, well, kind of a little bit since we got back from vacation. I don't want to get into a whole long discussion about that because I talked a lot about it yesterday, but the anxiety's been bad, and then I got sick the night before, and I've just been emotionally struggling, and I talked a lot about it to my therapist today. I'm really, well, one of the things that he said, which was interesting, I'm saying this now because I don't want to forget it, is that I think that when I came back, well, I know that when I came back from vacation, I was like so headstrong on like seriously looking for a dog, whereas before I was like, if the right dog comes along. Now I don't know. It's just, if it happens in March, if it happens in March. If it happens tomorrow, it happens tomorrow. It's just whenever the right dog comes along. So actually, Alex had sent me this dog the other day that like one of his friends, like they were trying to work like to get this dog rescued and stuff like that. It got rescued within like hours, but Alex was like, what do you think about this? And I just would kind of like shut off from the idea. But anyway, when I was talking to my therapist about it today, one of the things that he said is like, okay, if you go through a divorce, I hadn't even really thought about it this way. He was like, if you go through a divorce or like your spouse passes away, when you start dating again, like it brings up all those emotions and feelings of grief, because it reminds you of like the early days of meeting your partner or meeting your spouse, or, it reminds you of like what those early feelings were like, or you're vulnerable again, right? And so it takes you back to those early stages of grief. And he said, so like you going through, like you really thinking about getting a dog and thinking about like buying a bed. Like somebody said, oh, I actually really like that idea, which I really appreciate. Somebody said that they're pregnant and buying things, which congratulations. But somebody said it's very similar to that, because I was talking about yesterday about like, I'm thinking about like getting a bed and some toys just in case, like, if the right rescue would come along and somebody called me, I'm like, yeah, that's it. And we had the dog within hours. Like, I don't want to use Boo and Tucker and Pee Pee stuff. I want that dog to be able to have all of its own new stuff. And so I'm like, well, maybe I should start buying it now. But anyway, and I was telling my therapist about this, and he said, I think that you like processing this, like the possibility of realistically now thinking about getting a dog is bringing up all the grief feelings with Boo. Because I said, it's like, I said to him, I know the process of grieving. I've been through it with so many people. I've been through it with, previous pets, with, Tucker and Pee Pee and stuff. And it doesn't surprise me that I'm still grieving all these months later. It surprises me that I'm grieving on this level, is what I said. Because I am somebody that feels my feelings and all this kind of stuff. So I think that my therapist, we talked a lot about my anxiety today. He feels pretty strongly, and I'm going to talk to my doctor about it too. He feels that my anxiety is stemming from my OCD, and that when I really started working on the rituals, and I was like almost through with the rituals, that then Boo Radley got sick and passed away, and then that's when my anxiety hit. He's like, the anxiety that you're describing to me, and I think a couple people mentioned this actually on the vlog. He said, your anxiety really sounds like OCD related anxiety to me. So we talked a lot about that today. The session was really helpful. But anyway, on my walk last night, I had this moment. So I have this playlist on my phone that I created. Well, I had started it before, but I think I maybe. I created it while, let me turn my volume down. I created it while I was in Mexico when I was walking on the treadmill there. The playlist is called Runway. I have all these playlists. You guys want to hear my playlist? Cardio. That was when I was going to the gym back in the day. I don't even know what's on that. Country. Diva. Emotional. Folk. Good times. Happy. All my high school music. Music to inspire me. Inspired music. Let's cry. Music to make you cry. Music that reminds me of pee-pee. Runway. Summer country, and walking music. So Runway is my newest one. And on here I have like Wow by Kylie Minogue. All this music will inspire, it should inspire. No, all this music will kind of surprise you, because I wouldn't say that any of these songs are like my favorite songs, but they're songs that when I'm walking, I start like really getting into it. Like as if I'm like working the runway, okay? It's like a fashion model. So I have Wow by Kylie Minogue, Criminals by Meghan Trainor, which was also the theme song to that Perfect Couple. The Nights by Avicii. Genetics by Meghan Trainor. I would say, and it has the Pussycat Dolls. I'd say that's the one that really gets me going. I don't know why. I am not a Meghan Trainor fan at all. But I do like both of those songs. The Genetics. And I like sing it as I'm walking down the street and stuff. Time Bomb by Kylie Minogue. I mean, you know what's so funny about this is I have 2 Kylie Minogue songs on here, which my ex loved Kylie Minogue. But I'm not like a huge Kylie Minogue fan. I mean, none of the music on here is like anything that I love. Someone You Love by Louis Capaldi. Let's All Chant. Do you guys know that song from the 70s? I have a lot of RuPaul on here. Work That Body. Catwalk by Lady Gaga. Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Let It Be Me by Steve Aoki and the Backstreet Boys. If by Janet Jackson. Listen by David Guetta. Starlight, Martin Garrix, which is probably one of my all-time favorite songs of life. Deeper and Deeper by Madonna. Lil Boo Thing by Paul Russell. The Boss, the 12-inch remix by Diana Ross. Just Got Paid by Johnny Kemp. I listened to that 3 times last night in the rain. Calling by Ingrosso and Alesso. Dreams. It's like this remix of the Fleetwood Mac. I don't love that one. And On the Beach by Nora and Pure. So I just kind of add songs to that. See, updated 23 hours ago. What did I add to it last night? I can't remember. But anyway, I was listening to this music, and I got caught in the middle of this rainstorm last night while I was walking. And it so reminded me of my mom, because my mom loved to like go out in rainstorms and whatever. And at first I was like, so I was walking up this long street up here, and there's these 2 women that walk a lot through the neighborhood together, and they always walk this big dog. And they're so friendly whenever they walk by here. And I passed them, and they're like, we're heading home because we're getting caught in the storm. And I said, oh, and I like looked around, and the storm was really like that bad then. And so I was like, I'm going to go a little bit further. Well, when I turned around, because I always take my AirPods out when I pass people. And so when I turned around, there was this woman that I had passed with her dog. And I said, we're about to get hit by the storm. Hey, how are you? It was this couple, and they had this like kid and like one of those cart things on their bike back there. They were so friendly, weren't they? Anyway, there's this woman that like, she must live right outside the neighborhood. She's younger. There's a lot of younger, not younger like 20, but like 30 to 40 like young families that live in the neighborhood outside of us. And she was walking her dog, this real cute little like schnauzer puppy. When I was walking out, she was like coming into the neighborhood. And I said something about the storm. And she's like, yeah, I love a good summer storm. So when I came back, and it just started raining. But it was real light at first. And it was real windy at one point, and then it started raining. It was real light, and then the downpour hit. And I said to her, I go, oh, we're getting away. And she's like, it's cooling things off. It felt so good. And I said, it always makes me think that, and I said the line from Rear Window, and she just started laughing. She didn't know it was from Rear Window. But anyway, I thought it would cool things off, but it just made the heat wet. That's the line Thelma Ritter says in Rear Window. But anyway, I was walking in the rain, and I was coming back into the neighborhood, and I thought, okay, I'm either going to come back through the neighborhood and I'm going to come home because it's going to be pouring so bad. Alex was texting me. He's like, are you okay in the storm? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, it was still light outside and stuff. But then when I got halfway through the neighborhood, it stopped. So I just walked through the neighborhood and then walked out back that way. And So the first hour I just listened to music. Well, it was raining so hard, and I just felt so free, and it was like a warm rain. And I was thinking about like what I had talked about on my vlog. First of all, I just want to say thank you guys for always being such a safe space for me and allowing me just to share what's going on in my life. Just sharing that and getting that out yesterday about how I was struggling, like I got done with that vlog and I just felt so much better. I felt so much better, you know, just by living it out loud like I talked about yesterday. And so I was on my walk and I was like, I am so hard on myself, like about being productive and getting this done and blah, 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 whatever, right? And I'm like, I need to just stop. Like, if I just need to take a day and not do anything, I struggle with it. I mean, I've been talking about this for years now in this vlog, but I really, really struggle with it. And I think I'm really beating myself up because I'm waking up and I'm not feeling real motivated about anything, you know? I mean, it's not just about making videos. It's just like, I'm just struggling with being motivated a lot of days. Some days I wake up and it's whatever, but it's not just about videos. It's about anything. Like, I'm having a hard time getting my day started. And the anxiety doesn't help when I wake up either, you know? And so I was like, you need to stop being like so hard on yourself. Like, let me just, okay, I keep a list of like how many, like I have like every channel. And then every time I make a video, I like put a mark next to it. I can tell you every day how many videos I've made this month. I can tell you how many videos I made in January for each channel. I mean, I keep a list of all this stuff. Like my therapist today was like, maybe not keep track of it so much. Like, I don't know. I'm just like in my head constantly about it. And so I was on this walk and I felt so free by just sharing it over here. And, you know, and I told him today, I said, you know, the thing that's so nice about this community that I like cultivated somehow on YouTube, I don't know how, you know, is that, I mean, there's all these like videos and lessons that YouTube sends you about like how to build a community and how to, I've never watched any of those videos. I've just tried to be myself. But in doing so, somehow, y'all are amazing. You really are. Because I told him, I said, if I got on video or put up a post and said, you guys, I need to take a week off, I said everybody would be supportive. He goes, really? I said, oh yeah, nobody would say anything like, you know, whatever. I mean, maybe a few people, but they wouldn't say it underneath my post. And they'd just be, Peter, I know you guys would be like, take as much time off as you need. Take as much time off as you need. And I don't know, just like coming to the realization last night while I was on my walk. I had such a fantastic walk last night. Coming to the realization that I'm the one that's putting the restrictions on myself. I'm the one that's holding myself to the standard that's ridiculous. Like, Peter, set your own standard. Do what you want to do. You need to take a day, take a day. If you want to film 20 videos, film 20 videos. Do what you want to do. Like, why are you being so hard on yourself? I'm like that in every area of my life. It's not just the filming. It's like, if I do inventory for my sponsor, it's like the inventory wasn't good enough. If I'm reading a book, it's like I'm constantly like, you know, like, well, I didn't read this one. I got to read that. I mean, it's like I'm like that in every area of my life. It's not just, I think it's because like when I was like growing up in my using years, I just was such a screw up that I think that in my head, it makes me feel better if I can kind of be like, oh, well, I was productive here, I was productive there. When somebody said something in the vlog last night, it just so resonated with me. They said something about like, productivity doesn't equal success. And I was like, amen. Amen. You know? And, so anyway, so I just had this moment while I was on my walk last night, and it was like, having talked about it on the vlog, and then feeling so liberated on the walk. I always, once I get out there, like today's like one day where I'm like, I really want to go on my walk. Sometimes I do feel that way, but usually it takes me a little while to like get to my walk. Today I'm like, I want to go on my walk. But like doing that and then being in the rain, and I just felt so good last night. And I came home, and I really wanted to go to the pool, but I didn't get home until like 9, I don't know what time it was, like 9:30 last night or something from my walk. And Alex was upstairs watching TV, and we were talking, and he was like, how was your walk? And I was telling him, he was like, you seem so much better. He's like, you seem in such better spirits. I said, I feel in much better spirits. I really, really do. And I said, and he's like, I'm so happy. He's like, you just really seem happy. I felt happy last night. So I took a shower, used all this new lotion and shampoo that I like. I'm trying to use all the stuff that I have in there that I haven't used, that I bought. and not continue to buy stuff that I don't need. Like, use the stuff that I have. I've had this Neutrogena Rain Bath body wash that my dad and my stepmom, they've used it for 20 years. And I love it. And I had it in the closet. I bought it at Costco a while ago. So I brought that one out because we've gone through, like, other than the Native shower gel and shampoo and conditioner, like, and the one that's for the white shampoo, I'm, like, out of all shampoo and conditioner. Like, I'm not buying it until I need it. I'm trying to not buy things until I need them because forever we've, like, had surplus of stuff. And it's like, why? So I'm trying. Anyway, so I took this long hot shower, lotioned up and all this kind of stuff. Came in the bedroom. Alex was like, you smell so good. And so I lay down and I was like, I'm going to take a nap for an hour. Well, I could not sleep. I just could not sleep. And so I came downstairs and I was doing laundry. I had done all these towels. He folded the towels while I was on my walk, which was so sweet. So I came downstairs and I lit all the candles. And I watched Big Brother. It was on last night. I caught up. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but I'll just say this. Last night's episode was good, and I'm liking this season of Big Brother. I actually really like the cast that's on there this season, but the end of it, the very last part of the episode that happened, the big production that was made, felt so contrived to me. I was like, is this scripted, or is this supposed to be, I mean, it was so bad acting, I didn't understand it. But anyway, so then I was like, I read a little bit last night. Well, first of all, oh, you know what? I brought this candle out here, and at 30-minute mark, I'll go in. Maybe I should go now and get the lighter to light this, because this really did help with the bugs last night. Not to mention, I don't think you can buy this anymore, but this smells so good. This is Yankee Candle. This was my Aunt Kathy's. I looked it up a while ago, I think, to buy it, and there's like, you can only buy them on like eBay or something. Yankee Candle, Ocean Hibiscus, and this is a citronella candle. I'm actually going to go get the lighter, because the bugs are going to drive me crazy if I don't. And they really helped last night. So I will be back. Make sure I look at the time really quick. I don't want to go overtime. I'll be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. Now, I don't worry so much about trimming these wicks, because the smokier they are, in all honesty, I don't love the citronella smoke, but they're already smoking, do you see? But with this citronella smoke, it kind of seems to keep the bugs away. But I will tell you, I lit these last night, and then I went inside for like 20 minutes, and I came back out. Do you see how smoky they are? And I came back outside, and the whole porch smelled like this. So anyway, they're kind of like the torches, aren't they, a little bit, how much they smoke. But anyway, we'll see if that helps with the bugs. So see, I brought out the citronella candles. I do listen to you guys. So anyway, I read a lot last night. I watched Big Brother. Nikki and I talked on the phone. Well, when I talked to Nikki on the phone, we were talking and I looked at the clock. I should see how long I talked to her last night. Talked to Tanya, talked to Nikki, because let's see how long we talked on the phone. Wait, I'm going into my text messages. An hour and 41 minutes we talked last night. I said to her, so we started talking at 1:23 a.m. So finally I said to her, I said, girl, what time is it? It was like almost 3. I said, I gotta go. I got TV shows to watch. She was going to bed. So anyway, she'd been doing the slip and slide with her son all day long. He is like obsessed. It's like so sweet. I think I said this the other day, but like, she'll be asleep and he'll come in there at like 6 o'clock and he'll say, is it time for slip and slide yet? She's like, he is just having the summer of his life. He just goes up and down the slip and the slide. He like loves the slip and slide that they got. So anyway, we haven't done puzzles for a while. We keep on saying we're going to do it, but we haven't been doing it. Anyway, look at my bright blue Birkenstocks. I'm trying to wear a lot of the because I always wear the gray ones. I'm trying to wear a lot of the Birkenstocks that I don't typically wear, and I love these so much. But you guys want to see what is so funny? Okay. You ready for this outfit? You guys have no idea. Peter wearing color. I have orange shorts on. Look, next to how tan my legs are. With the blue Birkenstocks. It's very summery. Got my orange shorts on, sweat shorts on. I bought like 2 or 3 of these pairs of these sweat shorts, and I loved them so much that I ended up buying 3 more. These are the newest ones. I bought this and like a mint green color. So anyway, I felt so good last night. So that's what I did. Before I talked to Alex, and then before I took a shower, I ate my dinner last night. I had such a good dinner last night. I made these Impossible chicken nuggets. I had 2 cottage cheeses. I had some of that jerky. Oh my God, I love that plant-based jerky, that Louisville plant-based jerky company or whatever. And then I had this Gardein chicken noodle soup. And then I also made this huge protein shake. I had that right when I got back from my walk. And I had bought this protein powder and protein water. Caroline told me about one of them, protein drinks. Nikki told me about the water. It's called like ISO water, and Caroline told me about the protein drinks. So I haven't tried them yet, but I put them in the fridge last night. So maybe try one of those later tonight. But anyway, so ate all that, and then that's when I took my shower and stuff. So when I came downstairs, because I couldn't sleep on my nap. I tried so hard and I couldn't sleep. So what was I saying? Okay, so I was really trying to figure out, like, okay, what am I going to watch to do a video for my Peter Watches TV channel? Well, I had already watched the night before I watched the Amy Bradley is Missing. I had watched, what's it called? The Trainwreck documentary. So Trainwreck on Netflix is putting out this series of documentaries. And I watched the one called The Real Project X and taken some notes. So I was like, well, I can do that tomorrow. I need to get caught up on 1,000 Pound Roomies because the last 2 episodes are out, the finale and everything, and I haven't watched it yet. Oh, I know what I started to watch when I was eating dinner. And then I tried to watch it later too because Nikki was like, well, what are you watching? And that was when I was texting her, and that's when I paused it, and I came out here to talk to her on the phone. I started watching Bachelor in Paradise last night. Okay, I am confusion. I thought Bachelor in Paradise was only 1 episode a week, and I thought the first episode was an hour and a half, and every episode after that was an hour. Why did they put 2 back-to-back episodes? Is it every day now, like Love Island? I can't be doing that. I don't care that much about Bachelor in Paradise. I like Bachelor in Paradise, but I don't care that much about it, I'll be honest with you. So I have literally 4 hours. I mean, that's without commercials. I have 4 hours of Bachelor in Paradise. I only watched a half an hour of the first episode, and it's 2 hours and 5 minutes. That was on like the 14th, so it would have been 2 days ago. The 15th, they released a second episode, so the 3rd episode total, and it's an hour and a half. And I was like, I've got 4 hours of Bachelor in Paradise to watch. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I'm trying to keep up with the shows, but like, I love Bachelor in Paradise, but I don't love it this much. So, I don't know, maybe tonight I'll try to catch up with some of that. Tonight I also want to watch Trainwreck, The Boy in the Balloon. Because that's the newest one that came out. People are telling me to watch that. So, I watched Big Brother. I think I talked to Nikki after that. Yeah, I watched Big Brother and I talked to Nikki. And then when I came inside, I was like, I don't really know what I'm going to watch. And so, okay, I'm gonna finish Ozark. I will finish Ozark, but it's gonna be a longer project. I do not have it in me to binge watch it. I don't love it that much, I'll be honest with you. There are so many people that have commented on my videos across the board when I mentioned it that are like, I loved Ozark. Ozark is fantastic. Ozark is genius. Tanya loved Ozark. Alex, I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand the love of it. I really, to be honest with you, I don't. I think it's a well-written show. I think the concept is okay. While I'm watching it, I get rather bored, in all honesty. I'm just kind of like... It's not that, I don't know, and people are like, it really picks up. I've had a couple people, though, that have been like, I stopped watching it after season 1, or I stopped watching it after 5 episodes. So it's been a little bit of both, but the people that loved it seem to really love it. And I'm like, maybe it's just not my kind of show. I don't know. So I'm really, really missing kind of like the summer. I really want to watch like some summer kind of like thriller, like teenage kind of show. Like what was the one I watched? Like Midnight, The Midnight Club, School Spirits. Remember I was watching those shows and I loved it, like the thrillers, the mysteries. So Outer Banks was on the back of my mind because I talked about it. Somebody said they binge watched it in three nights. Or something like that. So Outer Banks, I did not realize was a Netflix originals. It's 4 seasons and the 5th season's coming in 2026. Oh, by the way, did you see that they just put the trailer out today for Stranger Things? So excited. So I wanted something like that. Something like Stranger Things or some kind of mystery thriller show. So Alex and I both love the Pretty Little Liars Original Sin, okay, which is the spinoff. You don't have to, they're all on it. This pillow, okay, I love these pillows so much that I got at Sullivan's, but they're not comfortable. They were, and then, I don't know, but I have these pillows down in the basement that I bought that are like red and white, and they're different designs. I keep on thinking about bringing them up here, because I don't want them just to go to, they were going to go in the back patio, remember that? I have all kinds of like Simply Chic kind of looking pillows, and the pillows are just in bags in the basement, because we can't do anything with our back patio. So anyway, maybe I'll bring some out here and just kind of rotate them or something, but anyway. So I really wanted to watch some kind of show like that. But I'm also trying to watch Poker Face. So I watched the 3rd episode of Poker Face last night. The 2nd episode ends where the 3rd episode begins. And what I mean by that is like, so it has something to do with the premise. So the premise of Poker Face is that Charlie, who's played by Natasha Lyonne, she witnesses a murder of her friend. And so she knows it's like a mob hit. And so she's on the run from these people. Well, the 2nd episode of season 2 ends with like them finding her. She's always constantly going from town to town. So the whole 3rd episode is about her and these people. Well, when that episode ends, they did this whole thing about, on this season, a Poker Face. So like, the first 3 episodes are part of the season, but the real season, like the new idea, the new concept of Poker Face really starts in the 4th episode. So I watched the 3rd episode last night, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of want to savor this. Like, I want to watch an episode a night. I don't want to binge watch. It's so good. I was like, I really want to get into something summery. So I had thought earlier in the night, well, maybe because I love Pretty Little Liars Original Sin is really scary. It is the closest thing I've seen to a horror movie as a TV series. Alex and I started the Scream one last year. I think I know he did last summer. He thought it was good. I was bored with it. I might try it again. Not the movie, the TV series. I love the movies. And the new movie's coming out here soon. He just recently watched, what was the Karen McManus books? Alex and I started watching it together. We got like 2 episodes in, then I stopped watching it. He went back like 2 years later and he just watched both seasons. One of Us is Lying. He actually really liked it. I love those kind of shows. It's like mystery thriller shows that take place in a small town. It's like a teen cast. The parents are involved. So anyway, so I was like, well, maybe I'll go back in and I'll watch Pretty Little Liars, the original, from the very beginning. Because I watched the 1st season with Alex. Alex and I watched the 1st season. And then I watched the 1st episode of season 2 and I just was out. He watched the whole thing. He said it didn't end that great. But I kind of want to get into a show where I'm like real intrigued with it again. And I'm just kind of like in it to win it. And I want to watch some of the thrillers during the summer. Grey's Anatomy, all this kind of stuff can, that stuff can like, everybody's talked about House. I want to watch House as well now. These medical dramas, they can wait till the fall and winter. I want to watch some summery kind of shows. So anyway, I sat down there last night. I watched an episode of Poker Face. And I'm doing laundry the whole time and all this kind of stuff. And I had the candles lit and whatnot. So then I was like, okay, what am I going to watch? So I was like, well, maybe I'll start this Outer Banks. So I started Outer Banks last night. It's very much like a teenager kind of show. It's about the Outer Banks, which I had to look up. I guess it's in like North Carolina or something like that, or South Carolina. I don't know. But anyway, it's about this touristy area that's like on the ocean. Here, let me look it up. Because if I get this wrong, people will want to correct me. So we'll just Google it. Where is the Outer Banks? Because I looked this up last night. I looked up everything about this show and this town. Where is the Outer Banks? Okay. The Outer Banks is 200-mile-long string of barrier islands and splits located off the coast of North Carolina. So it's beautiful where it's shot. But the show is about this group of kids called the Pogues. And I think there's 5 of them. And then they're part of this town. I think it's called The Cut, which is like where all the poor kids and the working class kids or working class families live, like on this island. It takes place on an island. It kind of very much gives me kind of Dawson's Creek vibes, but like a thriller. And then there's the other side of town, which is like all the rich families that live there. And they have this kegger on the beach, and he breaks it all down, like the different kinds of people. And then so like the town is split between like the rich people that live in these mansions, and they're beautiful, like these southern mansions on the beach, in the marshes and stuff like that. Like they live on the marsh. It's beautiful. Think Murdaugh murders, kind of, okay? But like not that scary. Well, not yet. But anyway. And then they have the poor kids. It's like, you know, wrong side of the tracks kind of thing. And then the tourists that come in every summer. So it's about this guy, what's his name? John B, I think is like the main character. And he's like the leader of this group. And he has his best friend that's kind of like out of control. And then this other friend that's like very, very smart. I guess it's 4 of them. And then there's this girl. And the girl is kind of like part of both worlds. Because her parents own this famous restaurant. But she also works at the restaurant. So she hangs out with them all the time. Well, this John B, his dad has gone missing. And his dad was like a treasure hunter. So all this stuff starts happening. Basically, it's like so I watched 2 episodes last night. It's basically about these kids, like, this hurricane hits town, all these boats start I mean, it's pretty, I'll be honest with you, for like a teenager kind of show, like, I mean, it's about drug smuggling. It's pretty deep, like, already. Like, cops are getting involved and stealing stuff, and, but I'm watching it, and I'm like, why am I more invested in the suspense of this show than Ozark? Like, Outer Banks, I mean, when I started watching it, I was like, this is cheesy, I cannot do this. But it's not, it's good, it's a good show. So I'm kind of in it. I mean, I'll be honest with you, if you're looking for a good summer suspense show, Outer Banks is good. And there's a lot of other, oh, that candle smells so good. There's a lot of other, like, side stories to it, too. Like, John B's dad is missing, so his uncle's supposed to take care of him, but his uncle lives in another town, so, like, Department of Child Services, DCS, is coming in and trying to get him out of his house. He's, like, constantly trying to, like, avoid DCS. Cops are evading, like, legality. Cops are, like, stealing stuff. It's a good mystery. And so there's this sunken ship off of the island that's been down there since like 1829. And his dad was looking for this ship. So what the show's going to be about is his friends and him, like, treasure hunting is what it's going to be about. It's really good. It's a good summer show. So I stayed up too late watching that last night. I watched 2 episodes. I watched Poker Face. So I think that's going to be my shows for a while. I think I'm going to watch every night, like, watch an episode of Ozark. I mean, I'll be done with season 1 of Ozark in like 4 days if I could do that. Watch an episode of Ozark, episode of Poker Face, and then like 2 episodes of Outer Banks. Outer Banks is like 10, 10, 10, and 14 episodes or something like that. But, so I had a great night last night. I felt good. I felt happy. So then I wake up today, still a little bit of the anxiety, but it really wasn't as bad as it usually is. The anxiety was pretty good today. I woke up and, but I slept in late because I was like, I'd stayed up late because my plan was just take the day tomorrow. Just do your vlog, just do whatever. Well, I woke up today and I felt good. So I made the bed and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I think I can probably film a couple videos after I get done with my therapy session. But if you're in therapy, you'll know what I'm talking about. You never know 2 seconds before therapy how the session's going to go. Like, you go into it and you think, oh, this could be a great session or an easy session, and all of a sudden you're talking about deep stuff and you get off and you're like, I am not in the mood anymore to be doing it, you know? Or you might think it might be real deep and you feel really relieved and you've talked you never know how you're going to feel. My therapy session today was fantastic. I felt like I talked about everything I needed to talk about. I feel like I got it all out. He gave me great suggestions. I feel like we kind of came up with a plan. I don't know. He was super, super helpful. So I got done with therapy, and I was coming out here, and I was, like, filming some Steve the Squirrel stuff and whatever, and I thought, I think I can film some videos. But the problem was I didn't get done with therapy till 3. So this is now, like, 3:15, right? So I'm like, I think I can film a couple videos. Well, then I was like, oh, Alex because he was texting me. So he got off work, and then he went over to go see his aunt and his grandma. And then from there, he was going to dinner. I don't know if he is like, oh, he hasn't texted me yet, so I don't know if he's at his dinner or not. He might still be at his aunt and uncle's house, but I don't think so. I'll text him and say, how's dinner, babe? Tomorrow night, we are having dinner with his friend and her husband. So that'll be fun tomorrow night. And I've never been to the place that we're going to, and it's very low-key, and I'm very excited about it. Because it means I can wear shorts and a t-shirt. I don't have to dress. I can even wear a hat. I can wear a hat. Oh, he texted me right back. Oh, so we just sat down. Hi. Tell the girls I said hi. So yesterday was one of his very best friend's birthdays, and so they're all going out for her birthday tonight to this restaurant in Carmel. So so last time we went for a birthday was last year, and it was like a couple's dinner. This year they're not doing a couple's dinner, and so it's just all the girls and Alex. But that was where I met somebody that watches my videos, and her mom watches my videos. It was Tiburon in Carmel is where they're at. It's a real cute restaurant. So anyway, I'll be honest with you, I'm glad because I want to go on my walk. So when he said it's not couples, I was like, thank you, Jesus. I can go thank you, Jesus, I go on my walk. But anyway, so I sat down. I wanted to be honest with you, I wanted to film videos on all my channels today. I just felt so good. I was like, okay, it's back. Like I got it, I feel good again, you know? And I was excited about going on my walk, and I was excited about watching TV shows and reading tonight. Because in all honesty, like when I've been struggling, like by the night, I'm like excited to watch this. I mean, who doesn't get excited to watch shows and stuff like that or read books? But like when I first wake up, I care less about any of that kind of stuff. I don't feel, it takes me hours to get motivated. But today, it did not. And my therapy session was great. I woke up feeling better. I did have anxiety when I woke up today, but it wasn't nearly as bad as it's been. And so I was like, I'm gonna film some videos. So I filmed my drama video first. I wasn't even gonna do a drama video, and then I was like, no, I've got all these different ideas. I made a list when I came back from vacation. I haven't even gone through that list of all the videos yet. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll keep on going outside and seeing if Steve, I was gonna just do a video just about Steve the Squirrel. But then so many people reacted to my walking video, or my walking series. I actually put on there, so I could tell when people were like, because I put at the end of it, here, I'll show you guys. You guys will get a kick out of this. So at the end of my story, hold on a second, I put, oh, I saved it. Here, I can show it to you guys. So at the end of my story, I put, hold on just a second. The very end of the story, I took a picture of the sky as I was coming back. It was beautiful last night, right? But I put on there, don't cry. Don't cry. Somebody actually spelled it out like that on Instagram in the DMs. They put, don't cry, however that sounds. But anyway, I put, don't cry. There will always be more stories. What was so funny was I got a couple DMs from people literally on that one that said, this is beautiful, or I love that. But then other people were just crying emojis because they knew the story of don't cry. You know the story of don't cry? The story of don't cry is that my ex and I, we would do these painting deals. He always wanted to do paintings. He was a fantastic artist. He probably still is. But anyway, he wanted to do these painting deals. So we got these canvases and these easels one day. I don't know where he got this idea, but he was like, what we're going to do is we're just going to pick a random word out of the dictionary, and then we're going to, I think I just got bit by a mosquito on my, like, below my ankle. That's a weird place. Anyway, he was like, we're just going to pick, a random word out of the dictionary, and then we're going to paint it. I was like, oh, that's a cute idea. It actually is a cute idea. I like this idea, okay? So we weren't going to look at our, we were facing each other. I think we were playing music and had candles lit or something. I don't know. I was trying to be real artsy fartsy, you know. But anyway, so we're doing these paintings. And the word that he picks, or I picked, I don't remember who picked it, but it was sadness, okay? I mean, you know what's so funny to me is like, you know, through the years, people have been like, oh, he tells his stories differently, or, oh, this can't be true. And I'm like, when it has to do with stuff like when I was in college, or when I worked in treatment, or my ex and I started dating in 2001. It's been 24 years. I have not worked in treatment for it'll be 18 years in January. I've been gone from there longer than I worked there. My mom has been gone 18 years next year. Okay, she's been gone for 18 years. You know, it's like, I mean, even Pee-Pee, he's been gone 6 years, and he was a huge part of 6 years in December, and he was a huge part of my YouTube channels. So it's like, it's interesting that, like, I'm held to the standard that you better remember things and tell things exactly when they happened, sometimes 20 and 30 years ago. But anyway, I think this was year 1 or 2 of us being together dating. So this is 24 years ago or something. God, it seems like so long ago. I mean, Alex and I in August will have been together 17 years. Like, that's a long-ass time, you know? I don't even remember exact stories sometimes of first things. I'll say something, Alex will be like, that's not... I'm like, is that how it happened? He's like, no, so-and-so was there. And I'm like, were they there? Who were we just talking to about this? Oh, our friend that we went out to dinner with. We were talking about how we met and stuff. And we were talking about some story, and he said, they were talking about somebody being there. I was like, I don't remember her being there. I don't think we met her till like a year or two later. And Alex was like, no, we met her before we met our friend. And she was like, yeah, you knew her already. And I was like, 17 years ago, I don't know, you know? But anyway, only on the internet do people care about that. In the real world, you'd be like, who cares? Anyway, but so we're facing each other with these, you know, these canvases, and we're both painting what our idea is of sadness. That was the word that we looked up in the dictionary, or I don't know how we found the word. I think it was in the dictionary. Maybe it was in some book or something. I mean, the dictionary. You get it. Anyway, we just randomly picked the word sadness. I don't know how. Maybe we wrote them down, like different emotions, and we picked it out of a hat. I don't know. But anyway, I picked it out of a bowl. But we were painting what our idea of sadness was. So we get done with them, and he's like, let's show each other our paintings. What is this car? Oh, this is my neighbor. Hey! There's glass on the street? Where? Where is that? What is, what, oh my God. I hope you don't. They're driving around their convertible. Apparently there's all this glass in the street. Oh, you know what I bet it's from? Well, it's not ours because we bagged the hell out of it. The trash came today. I bet that's what it's from. Because I noticed when the trash guy was going by, he was leaking something. So I bet it's the trash man. Hold on just a second. I'm going to tell him this. Do you know what I bet it is?
What?
You know what I bet it is?
It's the recycle truck dropping glass.
Oh, it's the recycling.
That's what I think.
You look so nice.
It was already in it.
Oh, happy anniversary. Where'd you guys go to dinner?
2 years now.
2 years?
38.
38? Oh my God, that's amazing. Where'd you guys go to dinner?
1930.
Oh, that's Alex's favorite place. Love it.
We went to the one up in Fisher.
That's his favorite one, yeah.
There's some pretty good staff there.
Yeah, it's cute in there too. And we went there with the last time I went there, I was with my dad and my dad and my stepmom and Alex, and I went there. Well, enjoy your anniversary. Don't get too wild tonight. I can see a little bit of it. So it was a recycling truck.
I think so.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like every,
Oh, it's all the way down the street?
wherever they stop to pick up, I think it's the broken glass.
So it's all the way down the street.
Yours is really,
I thought maybe it was the trash guy. I didn't know if it was
yours is a lot worse than other places.
Well, I'll get my broom out there and pick it up here in just a little bit. Well, have a good one. Don't get too wild tonight, y'all.
I'm glad you're getting it picked up because it will rip up right through my shoes I wear sometimes.
I saw that wink.
Those bare shoes.
That's what, those bear shoes. That's why you need to wear, see, you're laughing, but that's why you need to wear shoes, because you'll cut your feet up.
Oh, the shoes I wear with buddies. The one day I flipped them off by the door, and it flipped over, and there was one of those plastic rings from the roof, the blue ones, at the bottom of my shoe on the side.
You're going to have to go to the hospital one of these days, because
So the nail went right up on the side of my shoe.
Oh my gosh.
To the point where it didn't get my foot, but it was all the way up.
Was this when they were still working out here?
No, it was after.
Because I haven't really found any nails or anything. They did a really good job cleaning it up.
I think the hardest thing they had was like bushes.
The bushes and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
So you going to promise me you're going to wear shoes from now on?
I have been wearing shoes more often, but occasionally I slip and just leave.
See, if I said that, if I was online and I said, I don't wear shoes when I walk, everybody be like, well, you need to wear shoes when you walk. You're going to need tetanus shots. But see, you don't live online, so you can just do whatever you want to do.
That's right. I don't get the advice.
You don't get the advice.
Except for you. You're giving it to me.
I don't even give that much advice. Except for don't be too wild tonight.
Mickey doesn't even know I go out there.
Well, I'm going to tell her. Don't be shaking the walls tonight and stuff since it's your anniversary. Have fun, you guys. Happy anniversary. 38 years is amazing. They're so sweet. I love them. So he walks around the street barefoot when he takes his dog down the street. And I'm actually kind of surprised they're here for their anniversary since they're such world travelers. But I'm like, you're going to cut your feet. You're going to cut your feet and all this kind of stuff. Well, this is actually, that'll give me something to do. It's not even our glass. We don't even have anything glass, but it's like right directly. It's between our house and the house across the street. So I don't know if you heard all that, but he said it's like all the way down. Where am I at on time? Am I almost at the 30-minute mark of this part of this segment of the video? Oh my God, what time is it? Okay. He said it's like, he thinks it's a recycling guy that comes down here. We bag all of our stuff up. So I mean, it's like in the stretchy bags and stuff. But, oh, come on now. Oh, I can't lift it up. It's too hot. Come on. The bugs are getting in my face. But anyway, he said, oh, this bird is so pretty. What is that? I think every bird is a woodpecker now. And you know what? I said the other day, what is this bird? And somebody said a woodpecker. And you know what? I want to see a little woodpecker so bad that now that somebody said it was a woodpecker, I feel like I need to put this. I cannot lift this up. It is too hot because it's like, well, maybe I can pick it up from the bottom, but I feel like I need to put it. Oh, shh. The wax just, oh my God. Look, there's literally like bugs flying over the candle. They're flying all the way around the candle. This is, you are not working. I literally just spilled all of this over the floor. Oh, it got on my table too. Oh well. Do you know what? It looks the exact same color as the concrete, so who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. What was I saying? Anyway, he said it's a recycling. He thinks it's a recycling guys. So they do the recycling every other week when they come and pick up our recycling. The recycling on one side, the trash on the other side, well, of the driveway. And so then I don't know. I thought it was the trash guy because I saw something leaking from the trash guy. The trash, so they look exactly the same, but they're different colors. The trash truck and the recycling truck. I know you guys are probably bored by this. Anyway, what was I talking about before all this, before he came out? Outer Banks. That bird. Oh! Hi! She's waving at me. Oh, watch out. There's a golf cart coming down 90 miles an hour. The camera stopped. My neighbor's outside holding her grandbaby.
That's scary.
You better get on that HOA board again. Take care of that. We want to get rid of golf carts, kids fishing, kids having any kind of fun whatsoever.
That's right.
That.
This is an old folks place. We just want old folks fun.
This is an old folks place. She is bringing her grandbaby over here to make her grand appearance in the background of my vlog. Aww, she is so sweet. Look at, she is eyeing this golf cart going by right now.
Say no, no, no.
Well, hi, honey. How are you?
Filming, so
Aww, she's adorable. You going for a walk with Grandma tonight?
yeah, we're just killing time.
She looks like, I mean, literally like a little, like one of those little glass babies.
I know. What?
Hold on, I stopped this because she was saying names and now a lot of stuff has happened. He said he thinks it was the recycling guys.
Yeah, it's one or the other. It's,
The trash or the recycling?
yeah, it's probably the recycling because we put glass in that.
Is it bad all the way down?
Yeah. Oh, there's.
Well, it's scattered, but you've got the biggest amount of it.
Don't walk in your bare feet, honey.
Honey.
Hey.
Can you say hi? Hold on. Well, thank you.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of it.
Oh. My neighbors look, can't wait to clean that up. We didn't throw one glass thing away this week. That is not us. But I will go out there and clean it up because I don't want anybody to get hurt. But I was just, those were the neighbors I was talking to you about that I said I will never see them anymore.
Oh, I know. She was actually the sister.
Don't say any names.
Oh,
Okay.
she's actually the sister of a friend of mine at church.
She's really, really sweet.
Yes, she is.
So she's one of the only people in the neighborhood that remembered Boo's name. Like, and with the connection to Kill Mockingbird.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to her one day. So you know how she always wears, she had one on today, real long skirts when she walks.
Yeah.
I thought they were like Pentecostal or something. She's not at all. She's like, no, we were hippies back in the day when I was talking to her or whatever. And she said, I always remember Boo Radley because that was one of my favorite books. And I was like, oh, and she's like, well, I taught English in school. So we talked all about that. She and her husband are so sweet.
Yeah, they are. They started walking during COVID time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at her. You are so sweet, honey.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Peter.
You hanging out with Grandma tonight?
Yeah.
Look.
Oh.
I wish I could show you this right now. We are standing here talking, and my neighbor just stuck his foot over he's walking barefoot on the glass street. I know he always walks barefoot. Oh, he's putting on shoes. All of a sudden, here's the wall, okay? And we're sitting here talking, and all of a sudden, this foot just comes up. Oh, look, now he's drinking out of my... Well, somebody is, at least, today.
That must be the poison water. Is that the Kool-Aid?
That's the neighborhood Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh, down.
Yeah.
It's never a dull moment in the old people's neighborhood over here.
That's true.
It's their anniversary tonight, 38 years.
Gosh, happy anniversary.
You were like, oh my God, they made it.
No.
That's exciting. Well, you going back to your...
Well, you two have the husbands that everybody in the neighborhood wants anyway. All the women. It's the truth.
How's she doing?
I love that he's drinking all the water.
I know. Hope he doesn't puke.
It's fresh. No, it's clean. It's fresh.
Yeah, we drove up.
The dog. Their dog is like out there right now just gulping down the water. Now, I'll tell you, I don't know that has not had raccoons, squirrels, and cardinals in it today, but you think he's okay?
Yeah, he'll live.
Well, that's like major glass.
Is it enough that I can sweep up?
Yeah.
I lit this citronella candle, and none of these bugs are just, it's not working at all.
It smells good, though.
Don't you think it smells real good?
Yeah.
It was my Aunt Kathy's. It was the one thing I took from her house when she passed away. But it smells real good, but it doesn't work.
Well, it's expired.
That might be true. I don't know.
The citronella has expired.
Okay, I have a conspiracy theory for you.
Okay.
So you see my water bowl that I have out here for the animals? Every day when I get up, it's moved.
Really?
And the rocks are moved out of it. It's a mystery. It's a cozy mystery of the neighborhood. So people online are speculating that it might be the raccoons.
Yeah.
But I only saw the raccoons one night. I haven't seen them again. That's mystery number one.
Does your Ring doorbell catch it at all?
It does, but I haven't seen anything on it. And to be honest with you, I don't want to go through all those hours.
I think it's a ghost.
Okay, well, here's mystery number two. Do you remember what there used to be like 10 of in my yard every single day?
The ducks.
So there's no ducks anymore. People online are convinced. People DM me and they're like, did the HOA like rehome your ducks? I'm like, first of all, they would never spend the money on that.
No.
So what do you think happened to the ducks?
I don't know. One day I saw Mama Duck going in between our place and Meff's with their little babies, waddling. And yeah, you're right. I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen any ducks since we've been back.
Geese either.
No geese.
So I think the third option is there's a fox hanging out, waiting.
Oh, could be.
You're just trying to get me stirred up.
Or a coyote.
Well, there are coyotes around here. We used to see them because we wouldn't take the dogs in the backyard.
Yeah, I know.
What about the backyard?
Because the coyote's back there sometimes. It's not gonna bother him.
Is that what Buddy's barking at?
They're kind of creepy.
I don't ever hear him bark. When he's out here, I hear him bark. But back there,
Four this morning.
well, I was watching TV. If he was out barking at 4 o'clock this morning, I was watching TV and I didn't hear him.
He wasn't out. We don't let him out.
Oh, he was inside your house barking?
Oh, yeah.
Happy anniversary!
Anniversary. Is your wife wait for you?
I thought I was being bad. I said, don't be too wild tonight and shake the walls. And you said, is your wife laying in wait for you?
Yeah, that's why I'm hanging out here.
Yeah.
Did she have book club last night?
Yeah.
I saw them all coming over there.
Oh, I wonder what book they read.
So I had to walk Buddy for about a half hour. I got in about half hour after they were started.
Yeah.
And then went to the basement and hung out there.
All the women like you, though. They're probably happy that you were at book club. Everybody keeps on saying names. I gotta stop this camera left and right. Oh, and there comes your husband.
Oh yeah. And it slides and it's tough.
And it slides, and he wears slides and socks every day out here. Well, he's the one who got me started on the hook. What'd you say?
At least he has socks and shoes on.
He said at least he's got socks and shoes on. So I was at the pool when I was talking to one of my neighbors. So they have all the single women in the neighborhood, of which there's many, love her husband, the one with no shoes. They also love her husband, but he spends like no time in the neighborhood because he golfs like 5 days a week. And this neighbor said to me, she said, well, you be a hot commodity too, but everybody knows you're gay. I was like, oh, okay. But they're taken, so I don't know but they're actually kind of like, so they're both like in their like well, they're not, I don't even think either, I don't know how old he is across the street, but he's just like mid-60s. And so they're like some of the younger like husbands in the neighborhood. I mean, some of the husbands in here are like 85, you know? Never a dull moment in the neighborhood. What time is it? Oh, my Lord! Oh, my Lord, it's 8 o'clock. I've been stopping this vlog so many times, I don't know. The problem is, if I try to put it together now, it won't like make a full hour because I've stopped it so many times, and I wanted to make a full hour. So I don't know how long it's been now. Do you think it really matters? I don't even know what I was talking about. But I am going to go for my walk. Well, okay, well, I'm rendering here's my plans for the night. They just sat down for dinner about a half an hour ago, so that'll probably be, he'll be on about 10 or 11. So, well, probably 11. So when I am rendering the vlog, I'm going to go sweep up this glass because I don't want to get anybody hurt on it. Oh, this little dog is like, this guy's walking. Oh, he sees it. Good, he walked him around it. These damn bugs. Kendall, you are not worth crap. Look at that happy family over there. Grandma and Grandpa.
Nana and Pops.
Nana and Pops.
Nana and Pops.
That doesn't make you sound any older than Grandma and Grandpa.
This is not me, Mom, Peepaw.
I'm gonna call you Meemaw and Peepaw from now on just because she said no. Just because you said, Meemaw and Peepaw, y'all going to the pool? Anyway, so while this has been kind of fun today. This is why I love my neighborhood. While I am rendering the vlog, I am going to sweep the glass out of the street. And then, well, just our area. I'm not going to do the whole street. I don't feel like, to be honest with you, that's really my responsibility. But I don't want anybody to get hurt. So I'm just going to sweep this area right here. And then, and I also don't want any of the little animals to get hurt and stuff too. And we got 2 brooms with the little, like, what do you think? So that'll be real easy to do. So I'll do that. Well, I hope it'll be easy to do. And then render the vlog, then change. And then I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to go on my walk. So my guess will be, the vlog will probably be up between 11 and 11:30 tonight. Because it'll take like 2.5, 3 hours to upload. So I'm excited about my walk. I am currently listening to this book that Nikki said just ends like a regular thriller. But it's actually very good and very scary to listen to. And it's called Night Watcher. So I'm listening to that, and once I get done with this, Nikki and I are starting tomorrow and Saturday. We are going to start the Christmas in July books. So go over to my Peter Likes Books channel where I posted a video today. I posted my review of Atmosphere. And then, yeah, I'm going to come home and take a shower. Alex will be home by then. And then I am going to watch some shows. And usually when I get back from my walk, I have a really hard time. Now, next week, there was a heat advisory for like all of next week. So one of the things I want to do this weekend is I want to get my area situated for the walking pad in the basement. I want to like figure it all out down there because if it rains like for the next 10 days like it's supposed to, I want to just have that area already set up so I can just go out there and I can just like walk in the basement if I want to. If it's too hot to walk outside, I'm not putting myself through that again like I did the other day because that was misery. So then I want to have the walking pad just in place. I'm also thinking about getting one of those, like, has anybody bought one of these? I keep on seeing them online. Are they cheesy? I should ask you guys if anybody has one. I used to love doing the stair stepper back in the day. And so I took a picture of it, I think. Hold on a second. This is all my pictures from my walk last night. Videos of Steve the squirrel. Did I take a picture of this? Oh my god, all these videos from last, yeah, okay. Where's the, I should just pull up my Instagram because it's on my, these people are not noticing. the glass at all. I don't know how you can't notice it. But anyway, it's just like an individual stair stepper. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I'm thinking about getting one. Every time I pull up on Instagram, it pulls it up. No, it doesn't. Pulls up an ad. Oh, here it is. Oh my God. You guys literally, did I not say every time I pull up Instagram, it pulls up an ad? So look, it pulled this up on Instagram. Look, here it is. This is what I'm talking about. Has anybody ever bought one of these? Should I get one? I mean, they're all different brands. They're like $100. The Zyron, 5 reasons why this mini stepper is better than going to the gym. I'm not convinced. Get yours today. I think it's like, I looked and it's like $99. Yeah, it's on sale for $99. But I'm sure there are better ones than this. I saw that one that was in, every time I pull it up, there's one that's in Vogue magazine. But I like doing those. So are they hard? Though I don't want to fall off of it. I'm thinking about getting one of those, so I don't know. Anyway. If I say this, will the Vogue one? Oh my God! You guys, literally, I refreshed it and look, another one showed up. You want to talk about you want to talk about the, oh, little Thumbelina! You want to talk about the algorithm working. Look, Caddis reading glasses always show up for me. I love Caddis so much. I kind of actually do like these reading glasses. I think it says less Sinatra, something more. Oh, look, Caroline follows them too. The phrase, with all due respect, is my favorite because it doesn't specify how much respect is due. Could be none, bitch. And with that, I close out this vlog. This has been fun today. I love this. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Thursday. If you're watching this tomorrow morning, I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, a fantastic beginning to your weekend. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Happy birthday, Lena.